Hello, my name is HQ of HQ Reacts. Welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button, share the stream, and click the notification button for new content.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? You gotta make sure that you can hear me. Put something in the comment section if you hear me. Hopefully that is the case. Anyway, we are here this evening to talk about, we have the Nick Fuentes thing going on, and we have the Kash Patel thing going on, and we have the Abba and the Preach review. So we can always get started, but let's listen to this rant from Nick Fuentes.
We need hundreds of Republicans to lose in this next cycle. You don't want our support now? Then fine, you don't get it. And let the Democrats impeach Trump. Let them impeach Trump. Let them fuck up this administration.
Hold on.
And torch his leg.
I'm changing something.
And you know something now? Then fine, you don't get it. And let the Democrats impeach Trump. Let them impeach Trump. Let them fuck up this administration and torch his legacy. What a joke. And you know something? For all of the waving the bloody shirt of Trump, constantly talking about the things he's been through, he's the biggest victim. How many of his supporters went to jail on his behalf after January 6th? Did Trump do anything for them? Did he raise money for them? Did he talk about them, defend them? No. Many of them he didn't even fully pardon. He just commuted their sentence. How about all of the people that lost their jobs due to the vaccine that he created? How about all of the people that lost their jobs or got canceled supporting him in the first election that got beat up or killed? How many people got killed or had their businesses destroyed during the BLM riots because Sean Hannity was telling him it would be good for his reelection if BLM did their worst in all the major cities? It's not just him. We've all been in the fight for 10 years. We've all had our share of the suffering in one way or another. With our families, with our jobs, with our colleges, with social media, with our businesses, with the government.
Yeah.
How many people have caught charges and for one reason or another, or had other issues? And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid. You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are.
Wow. Going in.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Well, first of all, I mean, you have to.
Nick be going in on Trump bad. And Nick Fuentes, who is Nick Fuentes? Of course, he's a far right political commentator. So him and Trump fell out like 2 months ago, right? And he was born in 1998, something like that. And he's always been a college one of those people who went to college campuses. But the thing was, Charlie Kirk must have did it better. So Charlie Kirk took over going to the campuses and things like that. And Nick Fuentes just got left by the wayside, I guess. So he's a part of the people who started that Groper movement, right? It's a network. It's a far right network. Mostly young followers who target mainstream conservative groups like Turning Point, simply because Turning Point is not as extreme as he is. So he uses his social media and live stream to promote his ideas, racist ideas. Make it so bad, he's Mexican. I'm like, how you get all in for racism, Mexican, immigration, and you a Mexican? I don't even understand that. His ideology is rooted in ultra-nationalism, okay? White identity politics, and he's Mexican. Some traditionalist social values, whatever. That's why he couldn't stand immigration. This is why he went off on Trump again. This was because he acted a fool, or they did whatever they did at what's his name's funeral. He went off again on people doing what they were doing, the weird shit at the funeral. So this is him again, going off on Trump and the MAGItes. Hold on.
Political event. That was not a funeral. It wasn't. They didn't market it that way. That's not what it was. It was a memorial.
Right.
And what it really was effectively was a big political rally. Did we hear from Charlie Kirk's friends, relatives? Did we hear from the people that knew him the best? No. We heard from the RNC. We heard from the Secretary of Education.
You see Nick be calling their ass out. He be calling their ass out. I don't like him. I think the only reason why I say something about him is because he's the only person that I've seen in public that will call them out straight to their face. And we know who he's talking about. He's calling them straight to the face. You don't have nobody on the right saying that was a trash funeral. You don't hear nobody saying that's a trash funeral. He the first person I heard say y'all need your ass whooped for what y'all put on over there at the RNC, over there at that funeral. He's the only one I hear saying that. See, that's what I'm saying. The right don't know how to call themselves out. They don't know how to be accountable on their own part. They know that funeral was trash. They know that funeral was not right the way they put that on for that girl. And even though, I'm not 100% behind his wife, because for some reason she just rubs me the wrong way, she should have at least had a funeral for him and not a campaign rally. Right? But he's the only one I see over there on the right that calls Trump out to his face.
We heard from the White House Chief of Staff. We heard from the White House Strategic Advisor. We heard from the Secretary of State. We heard from the Secretary of Health and Human Services. We heard from Tucker Carlson. Is that a funeral? Is that a memorial? That felt to me like the Republican National Convention. That felt to me like CPAC. That felt to me like any generic Republican right-wing gathering. And it had all of the trappings of that. Giant LED video walls, pyrotechnics. Have you ever been to a funeral with fireworks before? Have you ever been to a memorial with fireworks? At the Oscars, at the fucking Oscars, when they do in memoriam for dead celebrities and Hollywood stars that died from getting the vaccine, do they have fireworks or do they play a sad song and show pictures in black and white? And it's somber. At the Oscars, this guy was gunned down at 31 years old, and they're doing fireworks for his grieving widow before she comes out. And she didn't even get the keynote address. The president of the United States got the keynote address. These were some of the scenes. We saw merch tables. We saw the war room.
No, the canceled number 1%. We ain't seen fat. We seen some parts of it. It's coming through the door right now with this terrible, terrible president. This is the beginnings of it. You need to go back and read what were the beginnings of Hitler. And this is eerily similar. It crept up on people. Just like it did in Germany. And Hitler wasn't even as bad as this. So this is just, we're creeping towards it. It just is what it is. Y'all just ain't faced it yet. That's all. You people on the right just ain't faced it yet.
With headsets, speaking on a panel like it was the Super Bowl. We saw a voter registration table, the pyrotechnics. We saw people laugh.
He calling the right out for this bullshit. That funeral was bullshit. And Nick Fuentes is the only one on the right that seemed to be calling out Trump and the whole idiot clan that he works with. He's the only one. Everybody else is, yeah. Knowing full well there's trash over there.
Laughing out loud, giddily. Donald Trump was dancing. He was giving.
We ain't full-fledged fascism yet, the canceled #1, but we're working our way towards that. You need to freaking watch that. You need to look at the signs.
A speech about how we cured autism because we banned Tylenol. That's the funeral?
I mean, I understand the point Nick is trying to make, and it is kind of weird, but I also have to be honest. Like, who are we, or who is Nick, to blame the way how they celebrate, like, or this funeral? Maybe they just wanted to celebrate it instead of like being sad and things like that. But it is, selling merch is kind of weird.
I know exactly what fascism is. I see the beginnings of it right now. You explain what fascism is.
Not on us to decide how they.
CPAC. That's the RNC. That's CPAC on top of the grave of Charlie Kirk is what it was. Now, I can already anticipate, and I actually agree with the sentiment. The way that Turning Point is defending this, and the way that many people sympathetic to this spectacle are defending this, is they're saying, well, that's what Charlie would have wanted. I think that's true. Knowing Charlie, that is what he would have wanted. People say, who are you to say that his desires should not be respected? It's a good question. Who am I to say that? And other people say, well, they're advancing the cause that Charlie Kirk gave his life to. Now that's a statement that has a little more content. Well, if we can recognize that that's
Thomas, your side is the lunatic that had a campaign rally at the funeral. Your sides are the lunatics.
what it is, that's what it is.
Yes.
That was cynically using his death
to
advance the cause that Charlie Kirk gave his life to in fulfillment with his wishes. Okay.
The lunatic right. Of course. That's what they did. At least one of y'all can call y'all out.
Okay, well, I'm glad we can acknowledge that. What is the cause that Charlie Kirk gave his life to? The GOP. That's what it was. Charlie Kirk was the director of Students for Trump. Charlie Kirk made a deal with TikTok.
Charlie Kirk made a deal with TikTok. Now, why did he make a deal with TikTok? To make money. What did he make a deal with TikTok for? Let's listen to Nick.
Leadership. No, this is not a metaphor. No, he made an actual deal with TikTok to push Republican voter outreach on the platform.
And get paid for it. Ooh.
He was doing this college campus tour, receiving millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yes. It's called grift. But the lunatic rights, or not the lunatic rights, just the right, swallowed everything that was going on. I heard this theme that he was getting paid to do this stuff. I heard that before. Y'all heard of Candace Owens? Do you honestly believe Candace Owens believes the things she's saying? Jesus. They're grifting. According to them, they're grifting. But you all believe that. I'm not saying it. Just people on the right are saying it. Some of your people are saying it. I'm just believing what your people saying. Okay.
From donors to get young people to vote Republican.
Mm-hmm.
He defended the actions
Yeah, Brandon Tatum too. All of them grifting.
of this administration. He visited Trump in the White House. That's why they spoke at his memorial. And what is the GOP, guys? This cause that he gave his life to, that even in death, he is supporting, even with his literally spilled blood. He is lending the emotions we feel about it to the political cause of the GOP and the cabinet members of its government giving speeches. What is this GOP government?
Hold on. Y'all don't get to pick Nick to be on y'all side when he talking shit about black people. Now he talking shit about y'all side. So y'all don't believe him. When he talking shit about me, y'all believe everything he say. But then when he talking about y'all don't believe it. Cause y'all fine listening to what he say when he talking about black people, but he talking about y'all people, telling y'all side is grifting. And you MAGA nuts are falling for it. Now he lying. Now he a SOB. Now he ain't telling the truth, huh? Y'all hypocrites.
Yeah, all right. I mean, that's kind of weird, but like it can also be the day one of speech of Dutch speech. This is
I hate that damn accent.
9th, we all hated the GOP. On September 9th, 2025, the day before, some sicko shot this person for no reason. On September 9th, you want to know why we hated this government? Because this GOP buried the Epstein files.
That's true. That's true.
This GOP buried the Epstein files. Why did they bury the Epstein files? Because your fearless leader, your orange thug, is in the Epstein files. That's why they buried him. Even somebody on your side is saying that. That's how I believe Nick. I don't like Nick, but I believe Nick.
Buried and covered up the Epstein files, which they promised to deliver, but which they lied about and then actively covered up. And they've been engaged in an active cover-up for months. Every single member of the administration that spoke on Sunday was complicit in that. And Charlie Kirk defended that in July, a week after the DOJ put out the memo burying it. What else did this GOP regime give us?
What else did they give it? Piss on that. The piss on the Biden. Biden ain't in them files. Your fearless leader is in them files. That's why he don't want it released, because it's the fearless leader and other Republicans and other Democrats, powerful people that are in those files. I don't care whether Biden released them or not. Your president promised to release them. Your goofy side said, release the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files. Y'all release the Epstein files. But we never said we wanted them released. We didn't give a damn about them files. The Dems didn't give a damn about them files. It was your side that demanded those files. It was your side that said y'all wanted to see it. It was your orange thug who said he was going to release the files. And then when it came down to it, he said, fuck all y'all. We ain't doing none of that. I don't care what the maggots want. I don't care what they want. I ain't releasing nothing. It don't matter whether Biden had them. Biden didn't promise to release them. Your Trump person did. Trump said he was going to release them. Trump said he was going to release them. Trump said he's going to release them. Trump said he was going to release them. Biden didn't. Biden didn't. Biden didn't. Trump said he was. I got to repeat things 4 or 5 times because y'all get hypnotized.
They bombed Iran. We all know that the Israel lobby and Jewish power brought Trump into the White House because they knew that Trump and the Republicans would offer less resistance to Israel's push to bring America into a war with Iran.
Yes.
That's why we're bombing them in June. That's why Trump is talking about bombing them still. That's why Trump let them bomb Qatar.
Yes.
The day before Charlie Kirk was.
Go ahead, Nick. Spill the tea, Nick. Spill the tea. Tell the truth, Nick. Tell the truth. I don't never really listen to Nick, but when you hear Nick, you know when he ain't lying. You know when he ain't lying. He ain't lying now. This y'all leadership dragging y'all down the path.
Murdered. And it's endless like this. It's the same Republican government that promised mass deportations. They allocated $150 billion for mass deportations. Then the day that bill passed, they said, well, you're not going to be happy about this, but we're not deporting any illegal immigrants that have jobs.
Right.
We're not going to deport any of the illegal migrant labor. Wasn't that sort of the whole point?
Right. That was the point.
Good point. Good point.
So if the defense of this political spectacle is, well, this is the cause that Charlie Kirk gave his life to, he would have wanted it this way, well, then let's critique it as it was when he was alive, as it is now that he's dead, now that they're using the death.
Yep.
This was a blowout rally for the Republican government.
There you go.
They hosted nearly every member of the Republican government. Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, Linda McMahon, Robert Kennedy, Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio, Donald Trump himself, Tucker Carlson.
Right.
Yeah, but of course, Nick, I would be more surprised if your friends was a rip. So they were, or maybe
Trump, and said we were raising $1 million to open up H-1B visas for the country, and said we were racist if we opposed it. That is who was gathered in attendance at the memorial.
Right.
And we are supposed to believe that if we are upset about Charlie Kirk, if we were hurt by that, touched by that, Charlie would have wanted us to now support the GOP. Look, I'm sorry. And
no, Michael Randall. He one of y'all. He your boy. When he talking crap about black people, he the truth. He telling the truth when he talking the truth about black people. All them stats and everything else is the truth. But when he start talking about y'all, when he start talking about y'all leaders, y'all scamming leaders, scamming you dumb folks who don't make no money, when he talking the truth about y'all leaders, y'all don't want to believe him. Now he lying. Now he a scammer. Now he ain't telling the truth. When he talking about stats about me, when he talking about stats about black folk, black men, he the truth. He for real. Now he lying? No, Nick ain't lying. Nick done got y'all number. Nick know your side ain't your side is trash. Yeah.
I hate that I am the one that needs to say it. I hate that I'm the one that has to say it. But I'm not going to support the GOP because Charlie Kirk got killed.
I mean, fair.
You have my prayers.
You have
Charlie Kirk and his soul has my prayers. His wife has my prayers.
Right.
His children have my prayers. His colleagues have my prayers, and they have my sympathy. And if they called on me to, do something charitable, I would do it. Right. I feel bad for them. I was affected emotionally by it.
Right.
But you are not going to tell me that I now have to get behind this Republican government because that's what Charlie would have wanted.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Nick. That's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what the scammers in Washington want. That's exactly what the GOP want. They want all of y'all hypnotized maggots to get right behind y'all and do all the things you want. That's just wild to me that none of y'all think for yourselves. I at least would have listened to what the man say, at least figured out. Can't nobody come up and talk about no talking points. Can't nobody refute what this man is saying. The man is the truth when he's talking about black folks, but when he's talking about y'all, he lying. He a scammer. Wow.
I didn't support that when he was alive. I don't support that now that he's dead. And frankly, I don't see what one has to do with the other.
Jaeger out.
But you don't have to, bro. That's okay.
Pat Yeager is one of the innocent folks. We trying to take the little shackles off their eyes. I'm using they people talking points to yank the shackles off their goofy minds. This is y'all dude. This is y'all's dude. This is you all's dude. This ain't our dude. This is you all's dude.
Hey, man.
He got shot by some radical left-wing lunatic. And you want to know something?
Oh, yeah. He is a scumbag, but scumbags can be right when they talk. And this scumbag has been right ever since he talked about Donald Trump. He's talked about that. No, don't block none of these people. I want them to be over here calling me all kinds of names. If the truth hurts, a hit dog is gonna holler.
Let's be honest about it.
Don't block none of them. None of them. Go ahead on the cancel. A hit dog holler though too, don't it?
About this. If that radical left-wing lunatic got up to the microphone and asked a question, Charlie would have debated with him. If I got up to that microphone, he would have thrown me out of the event. There's a lesson in this.
Yes.
This GOP does not like its people.
It's people.
This GOP does not like its own base.
I'm with the shit tonight. For real, I'm with the shit tonight.
The GOP base that demands the Epstein files,
yes.
Trump says, I don't want your support. The GOP base that...
But he got the goofies supporting him. He said, I ain't showing y'all shit. I don't care what you goofies asking me to do. I ain't showing y'all shit because I'm in those files. Because he already know he's skating that pedo line. And they know how many of y'all gonna stop supporting the pedo if it's true. How many of y'all really don't want to know? Y'all really don't want to know. Y'all want to be able to support a pedo and then come out thinking you're gonna smell like a rose. Y'all don't smell like a rose. Y'all sound goofy, look goofy, lunatic as hell. He didn't say nothing that was wrong. He the truth tonight. Hit dogs is hollering in the damn thing.
That says we don't want to bomb Iran. The GOP is telling.
I'm saying they need to go over there. These goofies and the maggots, they need to go over there and debate that man. Tell that man to his face that he a lie. You can't dispute what he's saying. Because he been in the GOP forever and a day. And he know these people back and forth. Trump invited him to the Mar-a-Lago. He went over to Mar-a-Lago. He was Trump's right-hand dude. So I believe what he say when he say your president is full of shit. Y'all just don't believe it. That's all. Y'all been duped, bamboozled, led astray.
Telling them Trump always said we were going to bomb Iran. The young white men that flipped for Trump.
He went over there. He was a guest. Dude, Michael Randall, wake the fuck up. He invited him. He went and sat down with him and Kanye. What the hell you mean? What you mean? Him and Kanye went there. Goofy.
Trump, they like my show. They're not welcome at Turning Point. They're not welcome in the GOP. They were told, if you like Nick Fuentes, you're not welcome here. Now that he got killed by the left wing, which the GOP is far more tolerant of.
No, I'm not pushing division, Pat Yeager. I'm pushing you to wake the fuck up. That's what I'm pushing. Wake the fuck up to your goddamn leadership. And admit your leadership is trash. And they don't give a damn about none of y'all. They just care about money and having power. You the goofy that still believe in them.
Than us. Now we're supposed to roll into the GOP? I'm sorry. I don't think so. That's not part of the bargain. And I'm not on board with any of that stuff. And you know what I saw on Sunday? I did see a new wave of MAGA. What I saw on Sunday, just feeling, I saw a revival of like George W. Bush conservatism.
Yep.
That's what I saw.
No, I don't watch CNN, Michael Randall. You're the problem. You don't watch CNN. You only watch Fox News. That's your problem.
What exactly was the message on Sunday? Because I don't know what it was. It was some...
We don't know what it is. Us on the left, us left people don't know what the hell was going on at that funeral. No, campaign rally. I'm sorry. That RNC campaign rally, we don't know what the fuck was going on. We don't know what was going on over there.
generic, vague, Americanized Christianity, like a mega church Christianity, some vague appeal to values, free speech, something like that.
Something like that.
That's not what MAGA was ever about.
Sure wasn't, but MAGA's on board with it. MAGA loving it.
What MAGA was about in 2015 was America first.
America first? How is they America first when they giving money to Israel and Ukraine? How they loving that? And they consider that America first. Wow.
And on this point, I completely agree. But that's with America or with share your...
Because that's not America first.
Nope.
It's not putting American workers first. It's not putting American voters first. When you bring in foreigners that take jobs and then vote in our elections and put their interests before ours.
There you go.
Some foreigners, I'm sorry.
Hey, that's the GOP. Lefties ain't in charge. We left people, we ain't in charge. Y'all in charge. Trump's boys called Trump and said, hey, Trump, you can't deport the people who work. You can't be doing that after he promised all y'all maggots that he was going to dump all the immigrants. He said, no, his boys called and said, no, you can't deport all of them. No.
Sorry, guys. I love America. I'm a patriot. I will die for America, please. Not me, Nick. Not me.
In 2015 and 2016, it was no foreign wars. That's not America first.
No foreign wars. And yet and still, we had ourselves pulled into a foreign war. Wow.
Being in Afghanistan and Iraq isn't good for us. Now they're talking about opening up a base in Afghanistan again. Now we're talking about bombing Iran, going to war in Venezuela.
This is wild to me. Wild. And we got people believing everything this administration says. This is why we think we're heading for a fascist society, Michael Randall. Jesus. Y'all need to wake up.
In 2015 and 2016, we said America first on trade. Now,
oh no, we're not taking Mike. We're not taking Nick Fuentes. We just believe him because he ain't never hid his racism. He ain't never hid nothing. He just happened to be burning y'all's ass. Cook Nick, cook Nick, cook Nick.
You have this policy where they're trying to monetize the debt. They're doing everything they can. It's like this liquidity strategy. They're trying to saddle everybody with money, cutting the corporate tax rate. It's not really helping anybody down here. It's not really helping workers.
It ain't nothing helping workers. That's what we knew was gonna happen when they passed the big beautiful bill. But you couldn't tell goofies that it wasn't gonna help the goofies, but the goofies believed it was gonna help them. Let's give the rich people money, and then all of us idiots down at the bottom don't get nothing. What happened to that $5,000 somebody said we were supposed to be getting?
No infrastructure bill. There's no system of tariffs, no tariff schedule to actually protect or foster domestic.
I'm just following your boys' rhetoric. I'm following your boys' logic. This is your side. This is the left. This is the right side. That's wild what he's talking, but he's talking the truth. Y'all don't like it though.
Manufacturing. That's what MAGA used to be about. Now, as of Sunday, MAGA is kind of like this mega church, Rick Santorum, generic, family values conservatism. Is that what this is now?
I'm on the same.
And I almost saw with the death of Charlie Kirk, his martyrdom, it is a true inflection point for conservatism. And now it seems that conservatism will be colored
Nick cooking their ass. Cooking their ass.
by his Mormon, Protestant, mega church, prosperity gospel, socialism sucks, with the patina of Trump bombast over it. That's now supposed to be the new MAGA. It's a recapitulation of MAGA. And it's a modern spin on an old classic, which feels very familiar. Reagan Bush 84.
Reagan Bush 84.
Bush Cheney 04. That's what it feels like to me. That's what I saw on Sunday.
That's what I saw.
And don't get me wrong. I am a Christian. I am a Catholic.
Yeah.
But I believe that the mixing of Republican, American conservative politics and these kind of vague appeals to Jesus in name only, to me, that almost seems like the furthest thing from my religion. And I'll tell you, here's the case in point. As a Catholic, we believe that there is finality in death. We're all going to die. We will die. The world will die.
Right.
Everything created will pass. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Everything is fleeting. And we don't look at death in the way that it was treated on Sunday.
Nope.
Death is a reflection on our fallen condition. It's the pain of original sin.
Right.
We suffer, we get sick, we age, we toil, we die because we sin, because we offend God.
Yes.
Because we are separated from God in the.
Why y'all don't think like Nick? Why the right side thought that bullshit that they pulled on Sunday was so wild? It was so good. It was so good. They honored Charlie. That's wild that y'all got right behind it. Right behind it. The right got right behind that bullshit.
World. Sin separates us from God. And death is the ultimate reminder of our frailty, our mortality, our weakness.
Right.
The evil within us, our proclivity for evil, the world's proclivity for evil. And the way that we treat death is with some sanctity. We look at that as the passing of a mortal soul into an eternal communion with God.
Right.
And we actually take that seriously. Death is a somber occasion. We wear black because it shows that we are weak.
Yes, us in the black community, we wear black when people die. These people was dressed up in campaign regular gear. Just, that's wild to me. And then nobody thought nothing about, oh, we was having a good time at Nick's funeral. Good time. They was having a good speech. Wow. Wow.
We are temporary. We are passing. God is eternal. That is why, in some sense, we have to die to ourselves in the world and accept God while we're living. We have to die to ourselves. We have to destroy the part of ourselves that's attached to our bodies, our flesh, our appetites, our emotions, the worldly things, and embrace God.
And see, that's the goofy part of you, Michael Randall. They're not making it seem as though it was a casual Sunday. They're making it seem as though he was a saint, in which he wasn't. He was just a regular, ordinary human being who spoke out loud what his thoughts were inside his head. And those thoughts were racist to some, and they were the world to apparently you maggots. Maggots, MAGA people. Sorry, I don't mean maggots, MAGA people. It was the world to y'all.
Now,
Nick just telling y'all it was trash. That's all.
so that we can meet him when we meet our end. And what I saw on Sunday was a repudiation of this idea. I saw something like not a rest in peace,
No, I'm not. That's the difference. Well, you must be talking to somebody else, Goop World, because I'm never emotional about this kind of bullshit. The right doesn't bring that kind of emotion out of me.
But a rest in power. It was vengeful. It was determined. It said, don't worry, Charlie. We're only growing stronger, more powerful, more chapters, more money, more fundraising.
Yep.
More Republican votes, registrations, more Republicans in office.
I again, like, I agree with Nick on it's not necessary, but I know seriously, share your guys.
All right, that was Nick. Nick was roasting, and that's a good thing because Nick had to roast. You had to listen to those kind of things because every time we turn around, everything is gorgeous, everything is amazing. But when somebody says something about the right, y'all have an issue. But if it's about somebody black or the left, it's the truth. Now we putting Kash Patel on the hot seat. Let's listen to what Kash Patel had to say today. Let's see.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Patel, I want to start off where we left off last time. I asked you whether you had any knowledge or discussions about removing FBI officials and installing political personnel.
I mean, this is the one I don't want to play. Hold on. This is not the one I want to play. Hold on. It's not the one I want to play. I want to play this one. I want to play this different one. This is the one that I definitely wanted y'all to hear. Hold on. Here we go. Right here. Let's go.
FBI, you railed against it for covering up Jeffrey Epstein's human trafficking ring. Let me refresh your memory with this clip.
Has Epstein's list, they're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale? Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
Did he say who's on that list? Simply because who's on that list? Because we know who's on the list. The leader of the MAGA people. Your fearless leader is on the list. And now he's lied to the group of you. He's lied to everybody. Not Trump. Oh, hell yeah. They already said he was in the list. They already said he was in the files, Michael. He already said he was in the files. They said it already. Listen.
You finished that December 2023 interview with a challenge to the FBI and harsh words for Republicans in Congress for not getting the Epstein files out to the public.
Right.
You can see this clip.
Boy pants, and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Put on your big boy pants and
No, see, that's the difference between us and you, Michael. We don't like to fight in public. We don't like to fight our people like that because it says something about us. You all don't mind doing that. That's something that you would have done. That's something the right would have done. That's the reason why they haven't released them, is because the right is on the list. If that would have been Biden and the left on the Epstein's list, they would have been done released those files. He would have released those the first day. Trump would have released those the first day if the Dems would have been on it, because the Dems ain't on it. It's the right. That's why. Because we have more moral integrity than the right does. That's all.
let us know who the pedophiles are. You said you emphasized that the president and FBI director each had complete authority to release Epstein's client list.
Yes.
You said Epstein's black book is under the, quote, direct control of the director of the FBI. Look at this clip.
This is way off the topic, but who?
This is you all's goofy FBI director. You all's goofy FBI director.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
black book?
Who has the black book? Who has the black book, Kash Patel? Who does?
book?
FBI.
FBI. The FBI. The FBI got the black book. Now there ain't no black book. We don't know nothing about whose name?
But who?
Whose name?
That is that I mean,
Oh,
there's
that's under direct control of the director.
No, we have moral character on the left side, Grumpy. You all don't. That's something you all would have done. We wouldn't have done that. Guaranteed. And the reason why you all haven't released it, if the Dems were on it, you would have released it day one. We know that for sure.
Director of the FBI.
All right, so you were sworn in as director more than 200 days ago. Now the Black Book is under your direct control.
Yes, it is, Kash Patel. Yes, it is. It's under your control, but you can't release it because your orange thug is on it. That's why you can't release it. In the name of the little bitty baby, you the pappy.
So why haven't you released the names of Epstein's co-conspirators in the rape and sex trafficking of young women and girls?
Ooh.
The Rolodex, which is what everybody colloquially refers to as the Black Book, has been released.
Oh, no, you're talking about what the journalist got 5 years ago? No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what you were talking about there.
That's
the Black
exactly
Book
what I
under
was
the
talking.
direct control of the FBI director.
We have released more material than anyone else before. The Biden administration, Obama administration had the exact opportunities.
And here we go with the same talking points you MAGA just said. Didn't you MAGA just say, oh, if Biden had it, he would have released it. If Obama had it, he would have released it. Hey, your FBI agent, your dumbass FBI agent, spitting the same talking points as y'all. The same talking points as y'all. If they would have had it, they would have released it. Because the Democrats don't do that kind of thing unless you force our hand. But y'all would have did it for real on day one. But since y'all didn't do it, that means what?
Release this material, and they never did. And if you are selling the men and
because we didn't have no reason to release it. We didn't promise to release it, Mark. Your lovely orange thug promised to release it. Wait a minute, hold on. Can anybody tell me? Didn't your orange leader say he was going to release the Epstein files? Didn't your orange leader say he was going to do that? Wait a minute. I want to make sure we got the right people. Didn't Biden say that he wanted to release the file? I don't know. Did Biden say he wanted to release the file? Or was it the orange thug in the White House who said that? And then his dumb followers let him get away with it. Was it his dumb followers that let him get away with it? Wow. Yeah. And we wouldn't have released them, Tony Tannis Vega. We would never have released them because we didn't care. You all cared.
women of the FBI
Why
were not
do you
going after.
change?
Your orange thug said he was going to do it. Why don't you hold your orange thug accountable for what he said?
Child predator. Hang on. You said we're not going after child predators. 1,500 child predators arrested this year. 35%.
Okay.
Now he finna run down the stuff that he been doing so that he can hide from the Epstein files. Let me run all the things that we have done down so y'all won't ask about the Epstein file. Where them Epstein files at, y'all? Where them Epstein files at? I bet you not now one of y'all think twice. Where's the Epstein files at, y'all?
I'll reclaim my time.
4,700 child victims.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to
found.
reclaim my time if you could instruct the witness. Why have you changed your position? There you were saying it's under the direct control.
It don't hurt us not one bit. Not one bit. It hurts y'all. Because y'all leadership side is trash. And they trash enough to pull the wool over y'all's eyes, thinking that they care about y'all. They don't care about nobody except the money and the power.
Control of the FBI director, and all of it should be released. Why have you changed your
Everything
position?
that has been lawfully permitted to be released has been released. And as I told you,
Really?
the investigation was limited. And let me make something crystal clear. I never said Jeffrey Epstein didn't traffic other people, other women, and they're not other victims. This is the investigation we were given from 2006, 7, and 8, and the search warrants from 2006, 7, and 8. That's what we're working with.
Well, wait, have you released all of the stuff that the FBI has seized from Epstein's house, the computer?
Why did they send Ghislaine Maxwell to a minimum security prison and she got 20 more years to do? Why did they send her to Texas? Why did they do that? Because she said all the things that Trump wanted to say. He don't have nothing to do with it, America. Trump didn't have nothing to do with it. Trump don't know nothing about it. Trump was friends with Epstein for 10 years, but he didn't know what his friend was doing. He was best friends with and he didn't know nothing. That's how y'all goofies believe that. That's why y'all goofies, because you believe it.
Computers, the emails, the file cabinets, the documents. What about the financial records? Have you released all of that?
Everything the court has allowed us to release.
Which court are you talking about?
3 separate federal courts have come in and said.
We're talking about the evidence you've got. It's got nothing to do with what those courts have.
Do you have any idea how the law works?
Wait,
do you want me to break the law in a federal judge's order?
No, I want you to follow your own word, Director Patel. You said up there it was under the direct control of the FBI director. He had the black book.
Everything I have direct control over, we have gone to court. You haven't.
Complete your sentence. Everything you have direct control over, you said.
Have gone to court, and everything we have direct control over.
Complete your sentence. You said everything.
Release. We're releasing.
He'd like to complete his answer.
You began the sentence. Everything you have direct control over, and then you stopped that.
No. Hey, XD killer. No. I mean, not you. I'm sorry. No, not you. No, Michael. No, this ain't the kind of forum. This ain't the chat room that you get to escape the truth. Accountability is y'all's. This y'all's. It ain't got nothing to do with Barry, Mary, Pam, Sue, Bill. It ain't got nothing to do with them. It got to do with your orange thug in the White House who could be a pedo, but y'all too scared to find out. Too scared to find out. Ain't got no backbone to make your president pull it out. Y'all ain't got no backbone to make y'all leaders pull out the truth.
That sentence. You've released everything that you have direct control over?
And I have direct control over and can lawfully release.
No, accountability, Michael. Make your president release the files. Make your president release the files.
If you're not familiar with the court orders, that's not my fault.
Oh, I'm perfectly, I'm perfectly familiar with them. But how did we prosecute Ghislaine Maxwell?
She was prosecuted with the investigatory material that was collected from 2001 and 2005 because of the non-prosecution agreements and the court orders on the investigations and search warrants. We were not able to develop new information.
And this is what the Republicans have done. They have covered up the Epstein files so that we won't realize that your orange thug was in on some of these late night rendezvous with young people. So Goop, don't deflect. Your orange thug was doing tiddlywinks with young people. Don't deflect. Don't ask me about my brain. My brain is where it is. Don't deflect. Just take accountability. Your side never wants to take accountability for the things they do. These Epstein files, y'all need to be demanding that from y'all's leader. Your leader said he was going to release it. Get your leader to release it. Otherwise, he's a liar. And you all love liars.
Oh, by the way, Jeffrey Epstein was out for 12 years, and the Obama and Biden administration did nothing to look at his work.
No, I'm not projecting. Your leader said he was going to release the files, and he's did everything to cover up. And you guys aren't demanding those answers.
His pedophile network. If you want to blame me, that's fine. But now you're blaming the men and women who conducted this great search.
I'm not blaming anybody other than you. You're not keeping your word. You said that you would release all of the materials under your direct control.
Has anyone released more information on Epstein than I have? Has
Well,
anyone?
much
Did
more.
Comey? Did Ray?
Much more. Excuse me. Much more has come out in the days since the American people in Congress.
Yeah, we don't care about getting released. You don't know whether the Clintons are on that list. You don't know anything about it, Uncle Diggity. But we do know that the Orange Thug is on them. We do know that the Orange Thug is on them.
Congress have been demanding it, but it's coming out in dribs and drabs. Why don't you just release the entire file as you promised?
Because that's how they wanted to ask him to help. Because they knew he wasn't going to help enjoy the outdoors. Because they knew he was going to cover up.
Promised to do.
I literally just told you there are multiple federal court orders. I'm not going to break the law to satisfy your curiosity. You didn't join us when we filed court to release the court orders. You could have. You have lawyers. You could have shown up. You didn't do that.
That's a tiny fraction of the material we're talking about.
That is not.
It is a tiny fraction.
How do you know that? Have you?
Because they don't want to know. They don't want to know about the files. They don't want to know. Because they know that their leader is in on his he was friends with Epstein for 10 years. 10 years. Let's listen to another person.
Big names amongst the MAGA crowd. Okay. So Democrats on the House Oversight Committee have released a tranche of partial records from Jeffrey Epstein's.
He was told that he was in the files, enjoy the outdoors. He was told that he was in the files.
State, which include flight logs.
That's why they keep voting to block the files, because they know there's plenty of people that they know are in the files.
Includes diary appointments and a financial ledger. In the partially redacted documents, there are several emailed schedules over the years, which include, this is 2019, okay, with the former White House advisor, Steve Bannon. Lunch in 2017 with billionaire and Trump ally, Peter Thiel. A potential visit from Elon Musk to Epstein.
Stop being a hater, Michael. Your network is trash as well. But y'all believe all of that. See, I don't believe all of my side. You believe everything your side says. That makes you the clown.
Island in 2014. Again, that is according to the Congress, the Oversight Committee, who have released these records, have been given these records, and they're releasing this information. There's also a
Musk is in the files. Thiel is in the files. Bannon is in the files. What? What's going on? Ain't them righty people? Oh, don't do that, Tanis Vega. Don't do that. You can't dispute the facts. Don't call a person a liar when you can't dispute the facts.
Flight log from 2000, which lists Prince Andrew as a passenger on Epstein.
I know you're not ignorant. You're just dumb. And that's even worse. At least an ignorant person doesn't know better. A dumb person is just too stupid to know that they're a donkey.
Private jet. So these new files are notable in that they suggest all three powerful men had relationships with Jeffrey.
That's all, man. Are you kidding me? Enjoy the outdoors. Are you kidding me? You don't know how to check facts. But I keep forgetting. Y'all don't like facts. Y'all don't like facts.
Jeffrey Epstein, years after his controversial plea deal that forced him to register as a sex offender. Now, many people have argued that the non-prosecution agreement, which was signed in 2007, allowed Epstein to continue to prey on young women and girls.
See, when they made a deal with Epstein, and he continued to prey on young girls. He continued to prey on young girls. Wow. And don't nobody want to release the file? Don't nobody want to get this man? Get this woman, I'm sorry, Ghislaine Maxwell. That's right.
Years before his subsequent 2019 arrest. Okay? So we have so much reporting. We have the best guest. I believe the person who's the most informed, at least the reporter.
I love the truth. I would love to drag everybody's ass out there in the middle of the street. Y'all the ones who are helping. Ghislaine Maxwell, Trump. Y'all the one that's helping them hide. You're not protesting in the streets. You're not writing your congressman. You're not saying to the right, y'all need to bring all of those files out. You're not saying that. You're going along with it, which means you're the dumb one. Okay? Sure, we're making it up. Of course we're making it up. We're making up everything. We always make up everything. Everything you believe is the truth. Yet and still, I got to go find the proof. And I don't even need to find the proof because the proof is all over the goddamn the internet, the news. Your person, your Kash Patel said the files were in the FBI, under FBI control. But the minute they got into office and the minute Trump started hiding things, that's right, killer, XD killer. It was a campaign promise to the maggots. And they don't care no more because they orange thug is in them. Because they don't care no more. Because he's in them and they don't want to be responsible. They don't want to have people look at their orange thug and say he's a pedo.
Journalist who's the most informed on the Jeffrey Epstein story, and that is veteran journalist and author of The Red Letter on Substack and the host of the Tara Palmieri Show right here on YouTube, and that is Tara Palmieri.
What
Tara,
you talking about?
Thank you so much for joining us. We also have, by the way, our Lemon Legends will be up in just.
Let's listen to Becky. Let's listen to Becky talk about the Epstein file. If you don't want to. You want to believe the black girl. If you don't want to be the black girl, why don't you listen to Becky? Here she come. In case of the little baby, you the pappy.
They're going to take some, they're going to have questions for me. I don't know if Tara has to, maybe she can take some questions. I don't know. But anyways, we didn't ask before, so Tara, you're not obligated to do it. Tara, what is going on? It's because when we were doing this, we said, is this the Epstein files? Is it the estate logs? But I think this is what's commonly being referred to as the Epstein files. And now we have these three very wealthy, high-profile men, some of them even, one of them in the administration, in these files.
I showered with my 4-year-old daughter. And your point is what? What you talking about? Don't deflect. Don't deflect, weirdo, with the I am a smoker. Oh, I'm okay, suck. You suck? Yeah, you suck. You bring up Biden. Hold your man accountable, bruh. Hold your man accountable. He can be as flaky as you want him to be. But as you can see, it says, breaking news, Musk, Elon, in the Epstein files. Now, if he would have been releasing that, he would be getting sued if he was lying. Because your president loved to sue folks. He loved to sue news people. Don't you think he would be over there suing Don, what you call him? The gay guy, Don? Don't you think he'd be over there suing him if he was lying? Because he ain't over there suing him because he ain't lying. Y'all just dumb.
Yeah, I mean, Don, they are the Epstein files. They are what would be in the discovery that the Epstein estate handed over.
Listen to Becky. Becky said the Epstein estate released those files. The Epstein estate said that Elon Musk and what's the name was in the files. They said that. Ain't nobody else said that. Y'all need to be listening to Becky.
As part of various defamation cases, like the one between Ghislaine Maxwell and Virginia Giuffre, and other victims who have, demanded Epstein's schedule, the flight logs, and various other.
Stop it, white man from town. What culture you got? You don't know how to season your food. You act a fool every time you get drunk. And you believe anything the rabbit left said, right says. What do you mean? How the hell are we envious of your culture? We know how to do everything you know how to do even better. Stop it.
Items, even the FBI has looked through this for their 2019 case. This is what's in the Epstein files. What the Epstein estate has right now. They had to hand it over. And as you saw, I mean, you have at least 3 names. You have 3 very prominent people in President Trump's world. Steve Bannon, who just a year.
Y'all listen to Becky. She telling us, she's spilling the tea. She's saying that these people are in the files.
Year earlier was a senior White House official meeting with Jeffrey Epstein after he was a sex offender. In 2008, he was charged with procuring a minor for prostitution. You have another very close person to.
It must be, I don't even know how you get up and tie your shoes, you suck. I don't even understand how you know how to tie your shoes and brush your teeth. You sound so damn dumb.
President Trump, Elon Musk. We don't know if he went to the island. It says TBD on the schedule, but he was slated to go to Jeffrey Epstein's island where so much of this depravity happened, this little St. James. And then you have Peter Thiel, a major donor in Republican circles, not just to President Trump, to J.D. Vance, meeting with Jeffrey Epstein for lunch. Now, we should also note that Bill Gates was supposed to go to a party with Jeffrey Epstein in 2014, and that's also in the files. So I just think it really shows you how insidious these power circles are with Jeffrey Epstein and why so many people just don't want this all out there. He had connections with literally everyone. And you and I know that Peter Thiel is very powerful in Republican circles.
Yep.
And they just don't want this out there.
They just don't want this out there. It's the right that don't want this out there. The Dems didn't promise to release nothing. It was the righty-tighties who promised to release it. Now y'all just gonna let them get away with it. They just gonna let them get away with it. They just gonna let them pull it. See, when you sleep, when you've been sleeping all your life because of the Republicans sprinkled your eyes with foo-foo dust, you don't want to wake up. You don't never want to wake up. We Dems always lying. We always lying. Yet and still, you foo-foos come close to the sun and then y'all run back into the cave because y'all too scared to get the real information. White man from town, your orange thug said he was going to release the files. And your dumb ass is going to let him pull the wool over your eyes again. Just dumb.
And it's a drip, 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 Don, because the Epstein estate is going to have to hand over the files. And I'm sure the people who are leaking this out from the committee, they know this. If it continues to go like this, and there was also obviously the hack from earlier this week with Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. She's apologizing to Jeffrey Epstein for calling him a pedophile and publicly distancing herself from him. She says, "You are a supreme friend." And this is a hack. Now, where did it come from? We don't really know. So I just think that every single day we're going to learn more and more about the web of people around Jeffrey Epstein,
right,
and why he's being so protected at the highest levels.
Why is he being protected at the highest level? Your so-called truth teller boss, orange thug, the truth teller. Why ain't he releasing the files? Why ain't he releasing the files? Because he knows who's in them, and he's in them, and he don't want to release them. That's wild. And y'all the ones who was standing up saying y'all wanted to be released. I'm behind y'all, maggots. I'm behind y'all. Y'all wanted released? I do too. Now I really want to know what's going on. We really want to know who behind that. But see, you can't afford to see who's behind it, because then that would mean that your party is a scam. And then that would mean that your party is scamming you dummies. Becky is talking. Okay? The files ain't been released. High speed, low drag. Yeah, you're high and you're low. Yeah, you need to be dragged.
It's really amazing because when these names like this are coming out to say that they did anything wrong, but still they're in those files. And you remember Elon Musk is that, tweeted out, you're in the files, DJT, have a nice day.
And even Elon Musk said, yo, Orange Thug was in the damn files. And y'all didn't even want to believe him after y'all let him run through our damn government and run through our Social Security and all of our other personal files. You, just weird. Just weird. Outrage when you ain't supposed to have outrage. Don't have outrage when you're supposed to have outrage. Y'all can't never get it right. You can't never get it right. And now y'all want to steal elections because y'all know the people can see through y'all bosses. You ain't never owned us. We always on the high road. Y'all always on the low road. That's why y'all on the low road. Jesus. And y'all scared, and y'all still got the sprinkle dust in your eyes. Low road, sprinkle dust in your eyes.
And I don't think, Donald Trump responded in kind today. I mean, he could have responded, you're in the files, Elon, have a nice day. But when you hear just names of folks who are like,
you sure your parents weren't on that list of the welfare queens high low? Because you sound like you know a lot about welfare queens. You must know a lot about welfare queens. Did you know that most of the welfare queens are white? Did you know that? Just dumb.
Like this, and the number of people who are in there, and that Donald Trump's name has been redacted according to the reports from the FBI. I mean, one wonders, like, they've got to be protecting something. Are they just protecting rich, powerful men? And that the fallout from this, the number of people who are going to be reviewed.
What do I know about parents? I come from a long line of two-parent households. My grandparents, my parents, me. I was married for 30 years. And my husband went to the heavens. And God called him home. But that don't mean I ain't down here to roast your black ass.
Revealed will just be astounding. Is that what they're holding on to? Is that why they're hiding these files?
I think it also has to do with the level of corruption within the Justice Department as well, with the sweetheart deal and why he's been protected for so long. But I don't think we can really.
See, you can't tell them that. Y'all can't tell them the facts. The right don't want facts. They want feelings. And yet they always talk about we emotional. They talking about we emotional. Oh, man.
Really say this enough that he was a sex offender. And if you spent any time with Jeffrey Epstein, and by the way, these men all spent time with Jeffrey Epstein after his time in 2008 in jail. Okay. After he was incarcerated for procuring a minor for prostitution. He was a pedophile sex offender. And these people still agreed to meet with him. They still wanted to spend time with him.
Joe did. Even Trump. That just tells you he trash anyway. That's y'all president. That's y'all president. Say it again. Becky, say it again.
I don't know. Where I'm from, people don't hang out with pedophiles, okay? People who have spent time in prison for this. And yet, they were fine with it. And I just think...
They were fine with that. They fine with it now.
That we really can't forget that is a huge part of the story. And there's a lot of, social embarrassment, I think, that comes with having it known that you continue to speak with him. We don't even know.
Of course it's embarrassment. Of course Trump. But Trump don't have no shame. He don't have no shame. So he don't care one way or the other. That's all he care about is scamming you maggots. And getting your money. And making sure he riding the gravy train all the way out the White House. He don't care one way or the other whether you know he was in the room with Epstein while he was pulling little girl panties down. He don't care one way or the other. He care about scamming you gullible goofballs. That's what he cares about. Is anybody buying his coin, his hats, his money, his shoes, his clothes, his socks, his suits? Are you any one of those people that buy that shit? then you're a goofball.
What they were doing, by the way. But here's another thing. If you got on that Lolita Express, just the name alone should suggest what was going on. But
Yeah.
like, if you got on that plane, you saw these flight attendants dressed very scantily. There was no secret that Jeffrey Epstein liked to be around young girls, even in President Trump's own words. This was not something he was hiding. When the police—
Hell yeah, every damn politician. But here's the difference, Uncle Diddy. The difference is the left tries to help some of the poor some of the time. The right tries to fuck over the poor all the time. That's the difference.
When they went to his home in Palm Beach and they did a raid, they found pictures of girls lining the walls, just pictures of young girls all over the place.
Yeah.
So
well, go on. Sorry.
It's so obvious. So it was like hiding in plain sight. There was no hiding. Actually, it was just out there. And he had this reputation. So I don't know.
No. High speed, low drag. We ain't finna deflect. Don't get to talking about BLM. Don't get to talking about nothing but your friend who had pedophile friends. Ain't that what y'all always said? A bird of a feather flock together. So your president hung out with the pedo Epstein. Ain't that the bird of a feather flocking together? Don't try to deflect. BLM ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Not one damn thing.
I don't buy this whole, like, we didn't know who he was. Everybody.
They said that both of the politicians take your money. I said, of course they do. But the left try to help the poor some of the time, and the Republicans don't try to help nobody no time.
He knew who Jeffrey Epstein was.
Yeah, but Tara, I mean, it's even beyond that. I mean, look at the birthday book and look at, what folks said and the pictures that were in there. It was like an open secret. Like it's not even a secret.
It was an open secret that they knew he liked young girls. I'm not saying your president liked young girls. I'm saying your president, I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is he saw some young coochie.
Secret. They made fun of it. They thought it was funny. Did they not? You saw the drawings and people were, made reference to him liking young girls.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be impossible to be friends with Jeffrey Epstein and not know that this was a crucial part of his life. The guy openly bragged about wanting 3 orgasms a day.
Ooh,
okay.
What?
This was something he bragged about.
What?
He actually saw this as almost like a godlike quality that he had, that he was almost immune, untouchable. He could commit one of the worst sins, going after children, and still it's indefensible, and still have all of these people still wanting to be around him. I mean, he bragged about it.
He bragged about it. And you mean to tell me your president, your orange thug didn't know nothing about it? Your orange thug didn't know nothing about it? Wow. He knew all about it. He knew all about it. Okay? He knew all about it. And the problem is, nobody wants to hold him accountable. Nobody wants to hold this orange thug accountable. Okay? Becky telling the truth. I believe Becky. I also believe Nick Fuentes. The problem is those people done read y'all's right, and the right don't want to hear it. But let's calm down. Let's get into it. Let's have what's his name? Let's have Abba afterthought. Once he had the debate with Stevie. He had a debate with Stevie. Now this is him going over some of the things that happened in the debate. How he felt. What his impressions were. Okay. This is Abba after he debated Stevie, this Stevie dude with the hat. I don't know who, Stevie Knight, or it's the Knight Rider or some shit like that. I don't know. But he was a goofy.
Those children. Yeah. Okay. So do you think that those kids should suffer because they have bad parents?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they should, but bad shit happens.
On to the next point.
And there's so many people that die from car accidents, bro. We get shit. It's bad up shit happens. Like, we can't save everybody. We can't save everybody, bro. Like, it is.
But just because we can't save everybody doesn't mean we don't try.
I'm advocating for kids to take advantage of the surplus of food available to them in different ways that it is.
Yeah.
It's not on somebody to do it, bro. Like, you know, you're shitty parents. I get it, dog. This life. Life is fucking hard, dog. And some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I had a debate with Stevie Knight from Night Talk. He reached out to me to have a discussion after he covered our Kirk video a while back. There's like two parts that really threw me off a lot.
There should be free school lunch for all children.
No.
Why?
Of course not. Because parents should feed their kids, not the government.
What if they can't?
Go get a job.
A child?
You know, the parents should go get the job. You are a dumb dude. Don't give me this stuff. First of all, this is really.
I want children to eat.
Of course I do. Show me a single child in America going hungry. Doesn't exist. It does not exist. We have a child obesity.
Yes, he did high speed, low drag. And you know what else he did? He took that money. And he took it away from the Hispanic people and gave it to the black people. Said the immigrant people didn't need no money.
Problem.
So I'm like, if you just Google it, what he said is a blatant lie. But the smugness with which he said that stuff, he's like, well, the parents should pay. Well, we all know there's bad parents out there. We all know there's like parents who neglect their kids, parents who got on drugs, whatever it could be. And Stevie was like aggressively defending the stance. Go get food stamps. You can get food at churches. There's no reason to starve.
No, that's what happened with the money he used for the HBCUs this year. He took it away from the Hispanic people.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, there's no reason to starve in America. It's like 1% of households have like technically a hunger issue, bro. But people are not starving to death in America, bro. Motherfuckers are fat as hell.
But I remember just throwing me off because I'm like, what possesses an adult to look like a 7-year-old? And like I said, there's 14 million kids suffer from food scarcity. That means they don't know where they're going to get their next meal. I went to school with niggas like that. Y'all didn't go to school with nobody who just sometimes they would show up and they didn't have a lunch and the teacher would sometimes have to fill in if they would. But I remember some lunches, the kids didn't get shit. They used to have to eat out of other kids' boxes. And, you know, people are like, oh, well, what's wrong with skipping a meal? When you're in development, it's bad. It stunts their growth. Their academic scores are lower on average as well.
It is hard to believe, but a government report out tonight says more than 17 million American children don't know where their next meal is coming from. Many count on school food programs. But what happens now that school is out?
White folks, white man, white folks, you just dumb.
And then afterwards, Steve's like, well,
if homeless or hungry, they can go get some fucking food, dog. Food stamps, bro. The homeless don't go hungry, bro. They can go get a meal if they want to get a meal.
You're comparing children to homeless.
That's just a lie, Sharon. Let's put that to the rest, seeing as how you don't know what you're talking about. Those people went to the States. Anything to do with them getting money, housing, anything else is related to the States, not Biden. Biden didn't have anything to do with them get the illegal aliens getting things from the States. It was illegal for us to use any of those kind of funds federally. Those were state funds that helped. That's for all the people listening. When you hear people say, oh, those illegal people got money and food stamps and hotels, that was the states that gave those illegal immigrants or legal immigrants or whatever you want to call it, that gave them those things. Biden was legally not obligated to do it, and he couldn't do it because it was illegal. Federally, it's illegal to do that. It was done by the states that helped the illegal aliens. Stop it. Why I gotta tell y'all this? Goofy. It wasn't Biden who gave no money. Them money. High speed, I can't even address you. You're almost like a toaster.
Have you not been a child before? Do you think kids know where to? Yeah, but the teacher
call parties that do this for a living to find children the resources that they need. Like teachers do this all the time. They'll see a child that may be neglected and they'll make the calls or alert people to, intervene.
You want to call child services? You want to put them in foster care?
It may be better than having the shooty ass parents.
Have you looked into foster care, Steve? Have you Googled foster care?
Yeah, but you're describing these parents as ain't shit, bro. Like it is bad shit happens.
You want the teacher to wait till the kid's like emaciated and clearly skinned? You know what I mean? It's
that's what
crazy.
I'm saying. I was like, okay, you just want to be right just to be right. What are we doing? Is that what you think the kid is gonna go out? Oh yeah, you know what? My lunch break. Let me go to this food bank real quick, or hop in my car and go. Oh no, why am I?
You notice how I didn't deny that the illegal aliens or whatever got money and food stamp and all that. You notice I didn't deny that, right? Because I looked it up to find out why people kept thinking that Biden was the one giving them food stamps and housing and all that. It wasn't Biden who was giving them stuff. It was the state that was giving them things. The state. Ain't y'all all about states' rights and shit like that? Then you need to deal with your state right people. You need to deal with them people giving the illegal alien stuff. It wasn't Biden. Just dumb.
I'm not even trying to say this to someone. It's like you don't know teachers. You don't know what teachers do. You haven't never been to school. It's okay to be wrong and say like, you know what? Hey, you're right.
And then afterwards, it kept getting colder and colder. He's like, all these EBT stamps, you get food stamps. I'm like, you want a 10-year-old to get food stamps? Like, y'all know. And then it kept going. And at one point, just said, well, listen, man, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the world's not perfect, dog. It's not utopia, bro. So it's like.
It's illegal to use federal money, high speed, low drag. Just dumb. Look it up. It's illegal.
I get, and then I'm a capitalist, dog. I'm not in support of the government coming out taking care of everything. I know it's a problem. I never said what I want to do about it. I could care less. Like it is what it is, dog. This life. Life is fucking hard, dog. And some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is.
Wow.
But to kids not having access to food, shit happens. And I remember why thinking, like now with hindsight, I remember why this moment really stuck out to me. It's like, if you talk like that about kids not having access to food, is it any wonder why people think you guys are monsters?
And that's how the right talks about kids getting free lunches. That's the way that Charlie Kirk talked about giving free lunches to the poor, to the children. We give all this money to Ukraine and we get all the money to Israel. But we could cut a little bit of that money off and make sure that every kid got food. Okay? Got food.
I don't agree with it. I think it's an abhorrent view to hold. But this is the...
See, Sharon, you should have been done did your research on that. You keep spouting the same talking points we done heard for years. You should have been did research. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about, because you're still spitting the same talking points. And those have been debunked.
Extremism that leads to somebody like Charlie Kirk getting shot. This kind of like bad faith, almost like mean-spirited. It's like, I don't understand what's Christian about that either. That's not yours, Christian, but Charlie is like, we have kids that are suffering. You guys are like super anti-abortion, pro-life. You guys want to preserve. Then these kids come out and there's like this smug attitude of like,
I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life. But if you're hungry, man, shit happens.
I feel like society's best when we take care of the less fortunate, be it the homeless, be it the mentally ill, be it the children. And it just, at some points, I'm like, I don't know if we really disagree on this for real.
That's just
or you're just being mean-spirited about it. I understand the principle, like not wanting the government to pay for everything. But kids, I also thought to myself, when you have this attitude of, shit happens, tough luck. Okay, well, shit happens. Charlie Kirk got shot.
Tough luck.
Shit happened. Political violence. No. That kind of apathy where you just, I'm a capitalist. I don't believe the government should be involved in this. Bro, that was...
Last time for the goofy called high speed, low drag. Federal law says undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens, for the idiots in the back on the right-hand side. Federal law says undocumented immigrants are not eligible for programs like food stamps, Medicaid, or welfare cash assistance. That rule has been in place since 1990, and it did not change under Biden. For the goofies in the back, for low vibrational folks in the front, it's a federal law that says undocumented immigrants can't get welfare, food stamps, or any SNAP or anything else. Jesus, look the law up. Why I got to keep saying that? It's against federal law.
It was one of the wildest moments for me. You understand?
It's the states that are giving them food stamps and SNAP. It's the states, not the federal government. Goofy, high speed, low drag, knuckle dragging. Jesus.
Your kid gets on a school bus paid for by the government. You understand that the government mandates you to be at school 8 hours, and if you're not, it's illegal, and they can come for you. So the government gonna force you to be at school, but they're not gonna make sure you are right. What? Yeah, it's also kind of funny because if you think about it, the government's already really involved with our children, right? They are the.
It comes from the state. Sanctuary money comes from the state. Goofball.
Ones who are expected to set up school buses and take the kids to school. If the school's dangerous enough, they get security systems, they get metal detectors, right? We expect them to have a school resource for health in case some of the kids get sick. So there's a lot of things that during those 8 hours we offset to the government, but somehow lunch is too much. And then also
lunch is too much. Then they'll swing by and say, the poor people need to make sure that they don't have no babies. The babies are already here and they going to school. Nope, I'm right again. I'm right again. No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't. Y'all just dumb. No, it don't. Show me the evidence. Post it in the chat. Show me the evidence that says federal money is used for illegal aliens, the undocumented immigrants. Show me the money. Show me the link that says that. Show me the link that is not illegal. Federal law. Show it to me. Federal law says undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens cannot get SNAP, food stamps, Medicaid, all of that since the 1990s. No, I'm not incurable high speed. You just can't show proof. You always want me to show proof. You show proof. It's up to you to prove me wrong.
It was essentially like,
I'm talking about like teachers making calls to get, the correct parties involved to address a child, to find a potential food for them.
I'm gonna disagree. I think that stance is crazy.
You don't think there's other ways for children to get food outside?
I don't know. Have you ever been a kid? You think kids just know where to get free food every day? You truly think kids know what the resources are? Like, what are we talking about, man?
I don't know what their day-to-day is, man, but maybe there's meetings or like ways that teachers can express this to children to like educate them on.
So you want the government to make sure the kids know where to get access to. Why wouldn't you just give the kids the food? And that's why I stopped for a second. I'm like, isn't this just mean-spirited? Like, why are we choosing a more expensive option, a more complicated option, which requires underpaid teachers who are already overworked to go do jobs that are not for teachers?
Okay. See, this is what you don't get. We know that parents come into the country and they have children. The children were born here, but the parents are not legal citizens. The children can get food stamps because they're born here. Okay. Hold on. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see me though?
Everybody, no, you're behind. Can everybody hear him? Hello? Can anybody hear him? You need to have the yeses in the chat. They can hear you.
Okay, good. I had a problem with my microphone earlier today, so I'm kind of concerned about it.
Yes. No, they can hear you. They can hear you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What did you want to address when you came up?
Yeah. Am I in the studio right now?
Yes, you're behind the video. You're
Oh no, I want to talk to you because I honestly,
yeah, we can hear you.
I disagree with you 100%, but I love what you're doing because you are a dialogue. That's what it's all about. Seriously.
We're not moving. This country
Do what?
This country is not moving in any direction. We're stagnant. We're sitting here. We're trying to figure out what we want to do, and we're going down a road that half of us don't want to go on, and half of us want to talk about it.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. You are 100% correct about that.
So, yes, this is the dialogue. I didn't choose the subject. This subject, people just kept showing up for the subjects. So I'm just presenting.
No, hey, listen. Again, I disagree with you 100% on what you say, but I love the fact that you let people talk. What a couple of days ago when you had Aaron on.
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
I love that. That was freaking awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, I love people to come up and let's have the dialogue. Let's have the dialogue so we can be, us as regular, ordinary people can be empowered so they don't have as much power over us anymore. I'm sick and tired of the poor people not having the power, and it's all in the hands of people who are not concerning themselves about our veterans, our elderly, our children, our handicapped. This is where I'm at.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
When you say they, who is they?
I mean the people who run Washington.
The power elite.
The power elite, yes.
Okay.
I'm angry with the power elite on both sides, the left and the right. I'm very angry on both sides.
Oh, listen. Oh, you are.
Because the Democrats are trash and the Republicans are making it seem as though they want to be right in the same boat as the left.
Okay. So here's my question. Here's my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening for the last 2 or 3 days to what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You bash on Republicans constantly.
Mm-hmm.
I have not heard you say anything about the Democrats.
Were you here last night?
No, actually, we were at a meeting for the county commissioners.
I told immediately. I said Democrats are trash. They have no platform. They have no direction or anything else. They're immaterial.
Okay.
Immaterial.
So you and I are on the same page, right, as far as that goes. Seriously, we are simpatico.
Yes,
we believe exactly the same thing.
We there's no need to even have a conversation about the left because they're trash and they don't have a leader, they don't have a message, they don't have anything right now.
Okay, so here's my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here?
I think we actually need a candidate that will appeal to the really, really working class of this society, because the ones that are talking to us don't really represent what we want. I want a working class man who is for the people and who's speaking as though he concerns himself about putting America first for real, really for real, put America first.
Okay, I'm down with that. That is 100% down with that.
I mean, I'm me personally. I'm looking around because I need something to believe in. I'm on the left, but I don't believe them anymore, and I need something to believe in. I believe in voting. I believe in country, America first. I believe in helping the veterans, the poor, the elderly. I believe in all of those things, but I don't have anything to believe in now. So
okay,
I'm angry.
So I believe that it is inappropriate to ask a woman her age. Okay, that is wrong. I am a Gen Xer. I'm 59 years old. I am a Gen Xer.
You're 2 years older than me.
Well, okay, I I did not pull that out. That you did that on your own. So I'm not responsible. Okay. So everything that you and I have been told when we were growing up was a lie.
Yes.
Everything. Everything. That doesn't matter where you stand politically, does not matter what you believe. Everything we were told was a lie.
Right.
So with that in mind, where do we go from here? How do you and I, because we're on opposite sides of the political spectrum. Seriously. I do not believe what you believe, and so how do we find common ground?
It's not a third. The powers that be will not allow us to get a third party out of there. The only way we're going to do that, the only way we're going to change something is if it's a ground game, and we become so disgusted with both parties that people actually want a serious change. Because I don't think Trump represents you all like you want him to. The left doesn't represent me like I want them to. And I'm saying, where do we go from? And that's why I opened up the dialogue 2 weeks ago, because I'm asking for answers. I want people to come up and I'm not too long for this world. We're not too long for this world. Let's just be honest. Okay. We just,
well, sister, I'm gonna live for another 30 years.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be here forever.
Yes. But I want the young people who, we have some smart people. We have some smart people that can figure out how to put America first, really put America first. We have smart young people. This is why I open the dialogue, so maybe they can come up and give us the answer or the ideas, direction we need to go. Because I'm an old dog. I'm an old dog, and the tricks ain't going to be too new, right? So I need somebody that's young, that has thought about this, who has thought about putting America first, has thought about how we can save our country financially, how we can get the immigrants out or in, or however they need to do. I just need a problem solver to come forward. So every night I'm hitting the mic, and then we're going to fight somehow, some way, but nobody's stepping up and saying, but I've only been here for 2 weeks. So I don't have the answer.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? Okay. You dog out Republicans, and I'm not a Republican. Trust me, I am not a Republican. But you present yourself as a little bit biased.
Yes, I do. I absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not hiding that. I told everyone I was a center left person, a center left. I'm not an extreme left person. I'm like in the center left. I voted for George Bush because he appealed to what I wanted to hear, and he appealed to my senses and what I wanted to where the country wanted to go. So I vote for whoever appeals to me and puts America extremely first.
Oh, okay, time out. You voted for George Bush?
Yes.
Do you feel like you were lied to, and it was okay? I voted for Bush too. I feel like I was lied to. Everything that they did after you voted for him, and what was it, 2002, 4? His second term.
Yeah, because
2004.
So he was 2004. Yeah.
Okay. I felt like I was lied to. That man is a terrible person, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
You know, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, but we can't. The thing is, we can't hindsight.
Oh, exactly. You know, we go from where we are, right?
Right. So I want to go from if a Republican presents a vision that I can get behind completely, I can get you care. See, I have my issues. Everyone has their issues, right? Everyone has their issues. Mine's is helping the poor, the indigent, the handicapped, our veterans, in that order, and children, just like that. Full stop. I don't care whether you cut off all the money to foreign countries, as long as you take care of our people here in the United States. I don't care about any of the other stuff. As long as you take care of our people first, then we worry about other people. So whatever candidate that presents a package that is putting people first in the United States, then I'm all for that person, regardless of whether they're Republican or Democrat.
Well, okay, no, hold on a second. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Trump.
No.
No, you don't. You're and God bless you. You are 100%. You lean into it, and you do what you got to do. Right? I love that. I don't agree with it, but you lean into it, and there's so many people that don't do that. They're wishy-washy, and they'll do whatever gets them clicks online, but you lean into it. I love that.
No,
okay.
I'm primarily. I've told people since I came on the internet 2 years ago. I only got here 2 years ago, and I've been watching the landscape, watching where the young people are going, what the direction was, and X, Y, and Z. And I've always told people that I'm center left. I'm a lefty. I'm that person, but I'm open to debate. I'm open to discussion. But when I see a person that has done wrong, that is one of my leaders, one of my representatives, I'm going to speak out and say something. I don't think the person represents my interest or all of our interest at large. I just don't see it. When that big, beautiful bill got passed, it had not. I told you, I am a veteran, handicapped, disabled. Those are my issues. If you don't have anything that pushes their welfare first, I can't vote for you. So I critique for that.
So okay, side note. I did not realize you were a veteran. What service?
My husband was one. I wasn't one.
Okay. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, so I appreciate people that served, and if you serve, God bless you. Seriously. You know, the 22 a day, that is terrible.
Your service. I thank you for your service. So that's what I've always done my whole career. Social work, taking care of old, elderly, handicapped children, indigent, all of those things. So I vote, and I'm freely admitted, I vote for the people that give me the information if they're going to help on this end of the aisle or not. I don't care about sending money to Ukraine or Israel. I don't care about any of those things. Have you done right by our veterans? Have you done right by the children? Have you done right by our elderly? Have you done right by the disabled or the handicapped? These are the factors that I look at when I vote for someone, whether they're Republican or Democrat.
I'm gonna tell you, you and I are completely opposite in what we believe, but what you just said, there's common ground. You and I are on the same page. Seriously.
And I'm hoping that we have someone that's bright enough, who wants to bring unity to this country, who wants to bring America truly to the forefront, so we can be in abundance. I said that last night. I don't see that on the Democrat side as of yet. Maybe somebody will step out. I just don't see it currently. So, and I don't see Trump actually doing that. So now as I said, I am completely in the middle, because I don't know what direction to go, because I don't have anywhere. I don't have a home, and I can't go over there to Trump.
Okay, you and I are on the same page here. Seriously, you and I are on the same page. You know, I voted for Trump. I have voted for Trump for 3 times. Okay, the first time because he was the lesser of two evils. Hillary Clinton, she's bad. Seriously, evil person. The second time, I thought he was the right person for the job, and the third time, I'm sorry, Kamala Harris. If you're completely honest about it, not a good candidate. All right, seriously, she's not a good candidate.
Right.
So where does that leave us?
So do you have any idea? Do you have any ideas? I'm telling you, I I'm waiting for a sign from somewhere, and then I will run wholeheartedly to the person that puts America first.
Oh
So
God,
what ideas do you have?
I love you. Seriously, I love you because you asked that question. I love you. So here's what we do. So the people in Washington D.C. do not give two shits about you. They don't care about you.
Right.
All right. So where does that leave us?
Right.
We have to be concerned about our local politics. Okay. I'm going to ask you personally this question, and you don't have to answer it. Just understand what I'm saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How involved in local politics are you?
Oh, I phone bank all the time. I do that all the time.
Okay, good. You know what? Yeah, honestly, you are the exception. You are not the rule. You are the exception. Most people don't do that. All right? Seriously. Left or right, they just don't do it.
I started doing that when I was very young. Just calling, making calls, standing outside poll places. I did all of it. All of it.
Again, thank you. Thank you for doing that. So the people in Washington D.C. and I have some people in D.C. that I think are truly great politicians. They do not care about us. We do not matter to them. You know who matters? Your local school board, the people that you go to church with, the better business in your town. That's what matters. Go get involved. Seriously. Let's do it. Let's get and even if you and I disagree on everything, seriously, if we disagree, we should be involved in local politics and local culture, school boards, church memberships. Let's do it seriously. And
I would love if we could get the young people to understand how important politics on the local level is. I wish we could get them to understand this stuff.
Before we go on, what should I call you? What is your name? I honestly I don't. What is it?
HQ.
HQ. Okay. HQ.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something that happened last night, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
So where I live in rural Kansas, and they are trying to put an industrial solar in our county. It doesn't look good. Seriously, it does not look good.
Right.
We had some young kids, like 14, 15 years old, that stood up and gave speeches in front of the zoning committee that were impactful. Seriously, I was so impressed with these kids. They did such a good job.
Wow.
But that's what we should do as adults. We should be doing that.
Right.
You know, and it's you and I can disagree on a whole bunch of stuff, but the one thing that we should agree on is that we want the country to succeed.
Yes.
We want a country where, yeah, good Lord, the millennials, and I'm assuming you're, from what you said, you and I are about the same age. The prices they have to pay and what they have to go through, unreasonable.
Yes.
There's no reason it should be like that. And quite honestly, you and I, we dropped the ball. We did.
Yeah.
We did. And so what do we do? Do we let it slide, or do we step up and try to fix stuff?
See, the thing is, we have to get more people. We have to get more people involved. Well, we got to get more involved. We got to get more involved. But
Okay.
I'm trying to, for my part, I have encouraged people wherever I go to do the voting, to vote locally, Make sure you get involved with the politics. Make sure you understand the rules. Make sure you understand why people vote. I mean, I'm a geek, so I print out all of the names and the states and the districts. I have that on this computer. I printed out, typed it out by hand. Every one of 50 states representatives, local representative. I did all of that because I'm a geek that way. And I wanna be involved in local politics. I mean, I can only stand in my square and do the local politic thing. But I want to talk to young people. I try to talk to young people when election time comes around. Have you registered to vote? Have you gotten involved with politics? Have you went to a PTA meeting? Have you went to the local meeting down at the DMV, the VA house? Have you done any of these things? Because you can't say that you're involved in politics, or you can't say that a person is X, Y, and Z, and you have no investment in it. If you don't have any investment in politics at all, why are we having a conversation? I'm not trying to rag on Republicans, right? I'm not ragging, but they're the only ones in power right now. And the Democrats have zero anything going on. So, I can't bitch at them because they don't, you don't have a leader. You don't have a leader. You don't have a platform. You don't have anything. And I every once in a while, I will, post my Democrat, what I want platform, Democratic platform. I want minimum wage raised. I want health care. I want all of these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are like, you're just a liberal. Well, yeah, I'm a liberal if you want to put it like that. But I also want what's best for the country. I also want us to all do better as a nation. Okay. And I can't do anything if I'm screaming in the wind and I can't change any minds. There's plenty of people that are on the left. Okay. Are you willing to come to the middle and then meet some of the people on the right? Are you willing to come in the middle? And then we as the regular generation, or the generation that is definitely not represented in the Congress, are we willing to pull together and sway these people locally? Then locally, we can do statewide, then federal wide, because it starts on the local level. And I get it. I do. But do every other person? Does every other person? And this is what we have to convince these people. It's local. Politics is local. We got to start locally.
Right there. 100% agree.
We got to start that.
You and I disagree on the social issues and everything, 100%. But what you just said is true.
And I'm conservative as far as financial. I'm conservative in that way. Socially liberal, but fiscally conservative.
Okay, but you and I disagree on a whole bunch of stuff. Let's be honest. And I love you for it. But what you just said is 100% true. And that's the thing. That's the thing about it. The how do I put this? So the powers that be frame the narrative to pit you and I against each other.
Yes.
All right. So you and I have to find a common ground.
Yes.
All right. And it's hard, seriously. And most people finding a common ground is how do I put it? We can't do it because we're biased.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We can't do it because we are biased.
Right.
But we have to understand that they, quote unquote, they want that to happen.
Right.
All right. And they are fellow travelers.
Right.
They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is power.
Right.
All right. And I think at the end of the day, okay, from where I am sitting, you are extremely biased.
I'm not going to even hide that.
Okay.
But I
Okay. Okay, good. And I think if you listen,
understand, if I see trash on the left hand side, I will definitely call trash out. But they're not in power, so I don't care about them at this particular moment. When they present a candidate, they present a platform. I will be critical of that platform if it doesn't represent what I want it to represent.
okay. Well, and quite honestly, I think if you looked at what I said, you could make the argument that I'm biased too. All right. So
yeah, but I don't mind bias. I understand that I
Oh.
understand your bias. I
oh,
get that.
you and me are simpatico. We are so much alike. It's not even funny.
And I really, I am not tonight. I just feel so desolate. I don't see. I feel like we're going down a path, and it's not. Not all of us want to go down this path.
Oh, sister, you are passionate, and that's fine. It is good. It is good to be passionate. Seriously, you know, we may not agree, but if you're passionate and you believe what you believe, good on you. Seriously, good on you.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you, Grumpy G.
Well, I wanted to come up 2 days ago. When you told me to come up 2 days ago, I was in a field taking care of my flock. I've got goats and sheep. I was literally sitting in the middle of a field, like trees and bushes. I was out there. I was out there in the field, and I could not come up.
Feel free. Please feel free. I invite people up. I invite people up. Tonight was just one of the nights. I just felt like I wanted to be entertaining, but normally I don't present that way. Normally I'm rational. Tonight I'm irrational. Let's put it that way. But that's not the normal age.
Oh no! Hold on a second. No, this has been entertaining. If anybody's listening to us and they're not entertained, then screw them. Seriously, this is good. This is the type of conversation I told you 2 days ago. The open dialogue that you provide, you know, and again, I disagree with you on a bunch of stuff,
right?
But you allow me to come up,
right?
And a lot of people won't do that.
And most people, I will open the floor and I will open the phone lines, and anybody is free to come up and express your opinion. Have a concrete dialogue. There won't be a screaming match because I hate to scream. I just don't. This conversation will go just like it's going now, you know. And I understand you're on the right, I'm on the left. We can have reasonable conversations. We're not.
Okay. Time out. Time out.
What?
Can you at least scream once?
No.
Just go off the charts and just let it go. No. That would be that's good TV. Seriously, the people that are watching your live stream, they would love that. They would love that.
No.
Okay. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to help you get views and stuff.
I get it. Thank you, Grumpy, for coming.
This is why I love you, because you put up with bullshit like this.
That's why we can talk. But then
exactly,
we're from a different generation. We
honestly, we are. And correct me if I'm wrong here. Mm-hmm. You just want to be left alone. Leave me alone. I want to go through my life without you bothering me. Period. Am I right?
Right.
Okay. Exactly.
That's not that. But I cannot sit in my shell and be like that. I told everyone. Most people know. I'm a widow. I was married for 30 years and I'm a widow. So.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So
condolences. Seriously, you're better than I am.
Hmm?
You're better than I am in that regard. Seriously, condolences.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm fine. We're good.
Okay, good.
I'm good. Thank you, sir. Thank you for putting a face to Grumpy G. Everybody put W's in the
No, no, and seriously, HQ, I cannot imagine what that's like. I can't even empathize because I have no idea.
Yeah, I think I described the detail in one or two of these videos. I just started getting on the internet speaking after it happened. I was just rambling on some, when I first got on here. But I've only been here maybe 2 years on here. So it is what it is. So I'm coming up to speed. That's it. Coming up to speed. That's it. Thank you.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Thank you. Well, I'm done with my ranting for the evening, and I had my one guest up here. I'm good though. See, John. But oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't say anything about. I always forget the like and subscribe and all that stuff. I always forget. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. I thank you and I appreciate you all. I appreciate you.
Hold on a second. How many people have hit the like button? You can see. I can't see the views. You can see the views. How many people have hit the like button? Does it equal out?
Yeah, it's a little bit more. That's good. I'm fine.
I'm telling you, those people do not appreciate you. I appreciate you. They don't appreciate you, and you should lean into it and tell them that they need to do it.
Y'all hit the like button, please, and thank you.
There you go. There you go.
I appreciate it. Yes, I do.
HQ Queen, can we meet up again?
Yes, I'm here every day at 10 o'clock.
I'm animals out in the field. I love you. We'll make it work.
Just show up. Just show up. I'll be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Love you.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. But I was on a rant this evening. Just a rant, feeling kind of defeatist. Not really, but sort of. And, I was like, it felt good to get it off our chest. I wasn't particularly mad or anything. I'm never mad. I'm a happy person. I normally wake up and I'm a very happy person. Normally, right? So I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll see you tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Just be ready. We have some things to talk about. There's all kinds of things to talk about all the time. I'll be here. If you be here, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you.